Bandit warmup consisting of glute bridge, heel slides, and squats. For your glute bridge, make sure you're pressing out on the band. Try to keep the heels in place so a little bit of tension does exist in the hamstrings. From there, you're going to go into your heel slides. Again, with these, you want to make sure your hips are staying level the whole time. So if one hip is sinking, see if you can fix that and keep things nice and level. Extend out as far as you can, pushing the heel into the floor as you drag that foot back. Finally, you'll go into banded squats. For your banded squats, I'd like you to press out on the band, grip the floor with your toes. Keep your core braced and try to maintain a neutral spine. Make sure that you're breathing, and please take your time with these. The slower the better, as this is used for activation. Bulgarian split squats, shown here with dumbbells. For these, you'll place your foot up on a surface behind you. This could be a household object just as easily as it is this bench right here. Make sure that you're going into a hip hinge. You're keeping your glute nice and active. You're driving your front knee out to the side slightly so that you've got that external rotation. Keep the spine neutral and core braced. Dumbbell deadlift with feet close together. For this one, you're standing with your feet close together. I want you to think of grazing the front side of your legs with the dumbbells. Try to maintain a nice neutral spine. Think of pulling the shoulders into place, so keeping tension underneath the shoulders in that armpit area. Please also try to keep your head in a neutral position. Your core should be braced, and I want you to think of a nice, strong hip hinge, so sitting the hips back. Grip the floor with your toes. Dumbbell thrusters. Beginning with the dumbbells in the front rack position, you are going to hip hinge and sit the hips back while dropping down into a squat. From there, you will push to stand, sending the dumbbells up overhead. Please make sure your core stays braced. Think of the glute activation, gripping the floor with your toes, and breathing. For this movement, I want you to stand on top of something that's safe and sturdy. You're going to lower yourself down, aiming to keep that extended leg up off the floor. If necessary, you could put the foot on the floor as shown here in the next rep. Regardless, I want you to think of external rotation, keeping your core braced, finding stability, sitting your hips back, and trying to do this eventually with as much control as you can. Here we have a posted deadlift. All this means is that you've got a foot placed up against the wall behind you. You're actually leaning back towards the wall and really trying to lengthen and feel out that working hamstring as much as possible. Important to keep your spine neutral, to keep tension throughout the whole entire body, and to sit back into your hips. Sissy squats. If you are new to these, I highly recommend holding on to something as I am here. You want to lift up onto your toes. If that's uncomfortable for you, you could also place an object underneath your heels. You're going to send your knees pretty far forward as you lean the rest of the body backwards. You're going to feel quite a bit of work being done in your quadriceps, and that's exactly what we want. Keep some tension in your core and breathe.